Coming up on Here is VOD, Academy Award winner Sally Field falls for a co-worker half her age in the super offbeat comedy Hello, My Name is Doris.
Plus a look at the subtle yet powerful drama 45 Years starring the great Charlotte Rampling. VOD starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Here is VOD, where we help you decide what to watch on your cable provider's on-demand channel. I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Daniel Feingold. There are so many options available on demand, and the selection we have for you this week may be our best yet, so let's get right to it.
All right, let's do it. And let's start with the highly anticipated thriller sci-fi from producer J.J. Abrams, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Fans have been waiting since 2008's Cloverfield for any kind of sequel, prequel, or spin-off of the popular science fiction monster flick. Now, 10 Cloverfield Lane doesn't really fall into any of those categories. It's more of a relative to Cloverfield, if you will.
Let's take a look.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me as we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think doesn't seem to be anyone around now.
No! 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 Don't open that door! They're going to get all of us killed! Something's coming.
The trailer doesn't give away much, and that's how it should be. The less said about 10 Cloverfield Lane, the better.
But what we will tell you is how much praise this got from critics and moviegoers alike. While Mary Elizabeth Winstead is the star of the movie, John Goodman's range of emotions is incredibly impressive. The Chicago Sun-Times called the performance one of his scariest to date.
The praise goes beyond Goodman's performance. RogerEbert.com describes the movie as a tight, tense thriller, and that's a sentiment shared by many. This is a thrilling, suspenseful film that will keep you on the edge of your seat or couch or whatever the entire time.
We're giving 10 Cloverfield Lane 4 out of 5 stars. We definitely recommend checking it out on demand. Whether you are familiar with 2008's Cloverfield or not, you will still enjoy it.
Yes, and because it is so different from Cloverfield, you can not see Cloverfield and still appreciate this one. It's an entirely different movie, just with some hints of a relative to Cloverfield, and J.J. Abrams, of course, likes to kind of, I guess, keep the thread going throughout. So we'll see if there is another Cloverfield-themed movie
Coming again, and
right.
you don't have, like you said, you don't have to waste the time to go back and watch
Right.
the first one, so you're set to go.
Well, moving right along, let's talk about London Has Fallen, the money grab sequel to Olympus Has Fallen.
Featuring Gerard Butler, Morgan Freeman, Aaron Eckhart, and Melissa Leo. The story here is about a plot to assassinate world leaders attending the British Prime Minister's funeral.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Bugs the hell out of me.
Get down! An attack has decimated the British capital.
5 of the world's leaders are now dead.
Stay with me. We'll get you out of here.
The American president
Now!
is unaccounted for.
To our friends in the West. Bakawe.
Number 6 on the 10 list.
What do you want? You're president. That's not going to happen. Then every death from this moment forward will be on your head. We have to find Bakawe before he finds the president. We're going to kill him slowly and broadcast it live.
Yeah, well, you should have brought more men.
I will not be executed as propaganda.
You don't let them take me. If it comes to it, I want you to kill me. That's an order.
London is just the first stop. Just imagine every major city descending into chaos. Your president dies tonight.
To those who threaten our freedom, America will rise up.
All right, here we go.
Despite success at the box office, critics weren't feeling London Has Fallen. To quote the New York Post, racist, stupid, and boasting cheesy effects that wouldn't pass muster on basic cable.
The Charlotte Observer criticized the characters, the story, and just about everything else, saying of the plot, you could write it on a single sheet of toilet paper.
It's hard to come back from that, wouldn't you say? But let's at least try to make an effort. IndieWire thought that the over-the-top action was well done, while The Guardian noted the, quote, surreal fun at the beginning of the movie.
So there are some redeemable qualities here. The Globe and Mail probably puts it best, describing London Has Fallen as a popcorn crowd pleaser. This is summer blockbuster fare through and through.
So we will settle on 2 stars. If you're looking for your action movie fix, you can watch it anytime on demand.
This would be a pass for me.
Okay, that's surprising because you pretty much watch
with everything,
you know,
yeah.
all genres.
But as I said at the top, this is a total, and I added that little line in there, money-grabbing sequel. The first one made, you know, great box office numbers, so this one, again, made great box office numbers, so we'll see if another Has Fallen comes out in a year or two.
Money talks, so maybe.
Yeah, well, next up is Eddie the Eagle, starring Taron Egerton, the young British actor who's quickly rising in popularity, and Hugh Jackman.
For as long as I can remember, it has been my ambition to become an Olympian.
Eddie, you are not an athlete.
I just needed to find the right sport.
Britain hasn't had a ski jumper since 1929.
I'm going to be a ski jumper.
He's going to break his neck?
I'm gonna break his neck.
The time to start jumping is when you're 5 or 6.
I heard you were a champion, so I was thinking maybe you could give me a few tips.
Give up? There's one for free. Watch this guy, number 2 in the world. And he knew what he was doing.
It's not actually going to jump, is it?
You're not going to give up, are you? You want your moment, Eddie? You got to do this for real. Our strategy will best be described as ugly but effective.
The Olympics is associated with certain qualities: excellence, achievement. They have no desire to associate with defeat.
You're a disgrace to the sport.
Good.
Personal best! And we're a disgrace!
Mr. Edwards.
Your jump doesn't count.
Because you just changed the rules. Don't I have a right to represent my country?
No.
My dreams turned into a nightmare.
It's the world that doesn't want to know you.
So what's new? The British Olympic Association is trying to stop me. I have to do this.
The press all want to hear.
Inspired by true events and a real person, this is a movie that inspires. The Chicago Sun-Times calls this sentimental, undeniably inspirational story.
And it's got its comedic moments too. The Philadelphia Inquirer says some are even laugh out loud funny.
There were a few issues, however. The Wall Street Journal called it a shamelessly fictionalized biopic. The San Francisco Chronicle liked the movie, but did raise the same issue.
At the end of the day, this is another crowd pleaser, like London Has Fallen, just in a very different way, obviously.
And just because it may not be on the up and up when it comes to honoring the true story, that doesn't mean it's not worth a watch. We'll give Eddie the Eagle 3 stars.
Well, straight ahead, 45 years of marriage is something to celebrate, but perhaps not in this case.
We'll tell you about the highly regarded 45 years after a quick break.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rosaire from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Actions speak louder than words in our featured film this week.
45 Years follows the life of a married couple in the week leading up to their 45th anniversary. The husband receives word that the body of his first love has been discovered in the Swiss Alps, something that seems like it might be trivial all these years later, and it snowballs, though, into something much greater.
I'm not prancing around in the living room at this time of night.
And this really is a great venue for an anniversary. So full of history, you see. Like a good marriage.
What is it?
They found her. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
We never talked about it in all the years that we've known each other. And it's tainted everything.
You didn't know her?
No. I didn't. I like to be able to tell you everything I'm thinking. But I can't.
They ask me how I knew my true love was true.
We're gonna have dinner, and then we're gonna go to bed, and then we're gonna get up.
Smoke gets in your
and we'll try and start again.
Don't mind the romantic music. This is not your typical romantic movie. The Hollywood Reporter tells audiences to expect deep reserves of inner torment.
It may not be uplifting, but the critics praised the film, and it was a bit of a surprise this wasn't nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. The performances are phenomenal. As the New York Post said, the film is devastating. Let's take a look at this clip to get a better sense of what we're dealing with here.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. I was her next of kin.
What do you mean?
Well, officially, I was her next of kin. I'm sure I told you this before.
Well, I think I would remember her husband being another woman's next of kin. Why?
Why what?
Well, why were you her next of kin?
Because they thought we were married.
Who did?
The authorities, people.
What made them think that?
We told them we were.
And there you see a little bit of the snowball into effect. Yeah, it's a really thought-provoking movie, and just the acting is like we've already said, the acting is amazing, and just the facial expressions and just the inner torment that you can actually see conveyed just through the two lead actors is incredible.
Yeah, wow. Well, let's not beat around the bush with this one. Among other things, critics called 45 Years quietly explosive, daringly unsentimental, cathartic, and moving.
And while the film wasn't nominated for an Oscar, Rampling was. She and Tom Courtenay deserve all the credit they've received for making 45 Years as good as it is. We're going for it, a 5-star rating for 45 Years.
We highly recommend finding it on your on-demand channel. Daniel personally recommends it, having seen it.
Yes, and yeah, I am not married, but I still really appreciated the struggle and just how, again, the acting and the dialogue, the scripting, and just the directing, everything. It's 5 out of 5. What can we say?
So you got to see it. Well, still here to come on Here is VOD, Sally Field takes a surprising role in Hello, My Name is Doris. But does she excel?
Plus, another entry into the faith-based film genre.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC7, your Suncoast News on Roku. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC7, your Suncoast News on the go.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
At ABC7, our entire weathercast is dedicated to the Suncoast, and now we bring it to you like never before with the all-new official Suncoast forecast. Beach and boating forecast. The winds will be out of the northwest at 10 knots.
Now, with the most advanced graphics and technology, we bring you weather where you live, pinpointing right down to your neighborhood. Zooming into the Sarasota Bayfront,
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Monday on ABC7 News at 7.
I was following the law. I was following the Attorney General's opinions. I was trying to listen to my constituents on an issue of public importance.
A commissioner prevails in her Sunshine lawsuit, but an appeal is in the works, and who pays her legal bills? I'm Ray Collins, that in our roundtable discussion.
Monday on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
We recently told you about a movie on demand titled Risen, which offered a different perspective on the Jesus Christ resurrection story.
And this week we have a movie that also offers an angle that's not told as often. It's titled The Young Messiah.
What do we tell our little boy?
How do we explain God to his own son?
Keep your power inside you until your Father in heaven shows you the time to use it.
There are rumors of a boy born in Bethlehem. You have your assignment.
Go! Go!
The Messiah is born. His star has been seen. He will deliver us.
We seek a family from Nazareth with a boy named Jesus.
Lord Father in heaven, guide me on this path.
He's in the temple. Who are you?
He's just a child.
He is not just a child.
Well, Risen had pretty solid reviews. The Young Messiah was not very well received. It was described by critics as uninspiring, lacking imagination, and just kind of boring.
The Los Angeles Times also felt that the movie provided explanations that were unnecessary considering the subject is well known.
You do have some critics, though, who felt this will do well with moviegoers looking for a faith-based drama. Deseret News says it's a strong step forward for the genre. Quad City Times was also on board with the movie.
For families who want to see Bible stories on the big screen, this one is at least a little bit different from the usual, so we'll give it 2 stars.
You got to give credit for trying something different. So.
Okay.
Here at Here's VOD, we like movies that explore new territory, as I just referenced, and challenge you to think a little bit.
Daniel especially likes that. Our next film does just that, and it does it well. Songs My Brother Taught Me gives us a glimpse into the lives of Lakota Native American family in South Dakota.
My brother Johnny He's moving away with his girlfriend. I don't understand why everyone's always leaving.
Did you hear about Dad?
Yeah. If there was one thing that you could have said to him before he died, what would it had been?
Probably would have made him stay here instead of heading out.
Trying to do it on here, Johnny boy.
Johnny? I'll see you tomorrow. Johnny?
Just don't make God another man that you abandoned your children for.
I'm sorry. I love you so much.
I wish I grew up with you.
Stirring in its own quiet, unhurried way. That's how The Hollywood Reporter describes this one.
It's very interesting, and that definitely comes through in the trailer, as does this point from The Village Voice, that the performances feel very authentic. However, that same review says there's barely a plot to the movie.
Yeah, and Variety worries that the low-key nature of Songs My Brother Taught Me may not go over well with everyone. Despite that, Variety, along with RogerEbert.com, both praised the ending.
So do expect Songs My Brother Taught Me to be a little slow and very subtle, but also well acted and authentic. We'll give it 3 out of 5 stars, and it is available on demand.
All right, don't go anywhere. We still have one more film to tell you about.
Coming up next, a very offbeat romantic comedy that may offer more than meets the eye.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Staying hydrated is key to beating this oppressive heat. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Dr. Jenny is here to talk about how to make the water you drink work better for your body. One way to beat the heat is in the air conditioning at the family-friendly Summer Circus Spectacular at the Ringling. We'll have a preview, plus the latest trends in engagement rings. And Gold Rush Barbecue joins us in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC7, your Suncoast News on Roku. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC7, your Suncoast News on the go. Monday on ABC7 News at 7.
I was following the law. I was following the Attorney General's opinions. I was trying to listen to my constituents on an issue of public importance.
A commissioner prevails in her Sunshine lawsuit, but an appeal is in the works, and who pays her legal bills? I'm Ray Collins, that in our roundtable discussion.
Monday on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Finally this week, hello, my name is Doris.
Sally Field plays the title role as a woman who's grieving the passing of her mother when she falls for a new coworker who could pass as her son.
I hope I don't end up like one of those weird old New Yorkers that chokes on a peanut and dies and no one even misses me.
Honey, I would miss you.
Get in the slow lane, ladies. She gave us the finger, Ross.
Fascist.
Give her the finger.
Fascist! You go eat some kale. Yeah, you better run.
Sorry. It's tight quarters.
I like your glasses.
I would like to introduce everyone to the new art director.
Oh, hey, Doris.
I just wanted another cup of coffee.
Let me just get out of your way.
Oh!
Ow!
I'm so sorry.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did. Doris? Doris, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. He's very different than me. It just seems impossible.
You need to find common interests.
He's on Facebook. Let's make a fake account.
You're taking dating advice from a 13-year-old.
She needs a name.
Lilith Primrose. Or Lilith Comeswell.
Let's just stick with Primrose.
Okay.
His favorite band is playing this Saturday night. You have to go.
Doris?
Your outfit is fierce.
I dress seasonally and monochromatically. What's your method, Doris?
I don't have a method.
You're a true original.
Why, thank you.
Niles and I are looking for a model to be on the cover of my new album.
Oh.
Niles, can you get our digits?
Get my what?
We need your phone number.
You got a pencil?
Nah, nobody has pencils anymore. You guys know Doris? She's kind of weird. She's like a good weird. What about you, Doris? You ever been in love?
I was engaged once.
Really?
He got a job in Arizona, and he asked me to go with him. I couldn't leave my mother. It would have killed her.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's like somebody stole my friend and replaced her with a wild animal.
Well, I've seen it, so I want to see what your impression is.
I think I really like it just from the trailer anyway, because I love Sally Field and I think this is really cute. I think this storyline is endearing.
And as funny as it looks and weird as it looks, it is definitely heartfelt as well. So I don't want people to get the wrong impression that it's just like
it's all goofy.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. And hey, critics agree with me. The Toronto Star says director Michael Showalter, a favorite of mine, finds humanity within the humor.
And while this didn't get positive reviews all across the board, the consensus is that Sally Field is on her A game here, even from critics who didn't love the movie. For instance, the San Diego Reader only gave Hello, My Name is Doris 1 star, but said Field manages to finish with grace.
And in praising the movie, Peter Travers with Rolling Stone says Field never fails to shine. Entertainment Weekly adds that the Oscar winner delivers on both the oddball humor and the heart of the film.
It's weird and funny. It's a bit uncomfortable to watch at times, which the Toronto Sun notes is a good thing and most certainly is endearing.
Michael Showalter, Sally Field, and company find an unusual winning formula for Hello, My Name is Doris. We're giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend checking it out. And that's a wrap. Before we say goodbye, though, let's review our selection of films this week. First, The Young Messiah and London Has Fallen got just 2 stars apiece.
Eddie the Eagle, Songs My Brother Taught Me, and Hello, My Name is Doris all come recommended with 3 stars.
10 Cloverfield Lane is a great thriller. We give it 4 stars. That's 4 stars. And 45 Years is fantastic, a 5-star rating.
Until next time, I'm Haley Wilgus.
And I'm Daniel Feingold. Thanks for watching and enjoy the movies.
At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community with a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
At ABC 7, our entire weathercast is dedicated to the Suncoast, and now we bring it to you like never before with the all-new official Suncoast forecast.
Beach and boating forecast. The winds will be out of the northwest at 10 knots.
Now, with the most advanced graphics and technology, we bring you weather where you live, pinpointing right down to your neighborhood.
Zooming into the Sarasota Bayfront.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.